It's a Fox News contributor. Charlie, I never see stories about homeless shelters that are overflowing. Yet I look on the sidewalks and the sidewalks are overflowing. Can you help me figure this out?
Well, I think that your homeless correspondents there put their finger right on it. The issue is that these homeless shelters are places where they get robbed and they get beat up. The problem there is the same problem that we have everywhere in these cities, which is crime. And the victims of a lot of these crimes are homeless people. And so the answer for any intelligent person who doesn't want to sort of make the problem worse at every turn is to address the crime itself, which means locking a lot of these people up. And, Karen Bass can sit here and say, oh, 95% of these people want to go, want to be sheltered. That's not necessarily true. You've got a lot of people who are on drugs. You've got a lot of people with mental illness, and they don't want to deal with those problems for a number of reasons, but whatever is happening, it's only making the problem even worse. And then, of course, on top of all that, you have wide open borders, so you have literally millions of more people coming across the border into these very same cities, and it's only going to get worse.
If you were in charge, God help us, but if Charlie Hurt was the mayor of L.A. or New York, would you go out there and talk to some of these people? I feel like the mayors and the governors never actually speak to the homeless. They just speak to the people that run the nonprofits that say, throw me the money.
No, exactly. And that's the most important thing here. The reason that people like Karen Bass like these hotel and motel options is because it's massive, massive amounts of money that goes through the state government, through the city government, into their donors' pockets. And whenever a politician gets to control that kind of money, they love it. It's a win for them. It's a win-win situation. For the rest of us, it's a lose-lose situation.
So you're saying, Charlie, you get state taxpayer money, you send it to a nonprofit, the nonprofit steals half of it, and then next election, the nonprofit donates it back to your campaign.
Exactly. That's exactly the way it works. And it always works. That's why liberals love taxes, because it all comes through their government and they get to take their cut out of it, and then it goes to their friends. That's exactly the way it works. And at the end of the day, any answer that decentralizes power and sends power and money back to regular, normal folks in this country is the best solution in every situation.
Do they actually want to reduce homelessness, or do they want to increase homelessness so they can raise taxes and spending and get the money washing going?
No, exactly. And this is the eternal problem, especially in Washington. A problem is the golden goose for politicians. They never want to kill the golden goose, meaning they never want to fix the problem. As long as the problem is there, they get to tax you more, they get to raise more revenue, and they get a piece of they get their finger in every single pie. And so, of course, they never want to fix a problem. Why would they? Would you want to want to fix a problem? Look, you've dedicated your life to saving the world, but you're not really going to save the world. If you save the world, then your show is over. You've got nothing left to do, Jesse.
Oh, you got me. I think you put your finger on it. Thank you very much, Charlie. The southern border's in shambles, but the White House says Joe Biden has more important things